We've recently been feeling a longing for the nostalgic. Camping trips for when we first got together, and when the children were young. So we thought we'd take the opportunity to try it out for the first time in Singapore. The experience was one for the memory books. Welcome to Wonderlust.
So happy. Look at that.
Head down.
Oh, suffocate yourself.
There we go. We've been in this lots already.
Already comfortable for herself.
Yeah.
Debbie's doing really good. We couldn't quite find a carrier that was completely suitable for Debbie, so we decided to make our own one. Yeah, there are some out there, but the prices were way more than we wanted to spend. So we've made our own, and it seems to be working really well. She looks happy. So yeah, all good. So we've just cycled past one of the temples. We've cycled past loads of times when we've gone this way, and there's all flags out, there's music playing, they're setting up a big offering as well. I love that like people can celebrate their faith just so openly in Singapore. I think that's really beautiful, and I love learning more about it as well. So yeah, even though you're going the same way, like there's always something new to spot.
We've just had a quick water stop, beautiful view, and we're heading on. Debbie's doing great, kids are just normal, they're awesome on the bikes, we're very, very grateful. I'm getting used to having the weight on the back of my bike. I've got quite a bit here, which I'm not used to, but it's fine for like taking corners. I've just got to be a little bit careful, but it's great. We're already having such a great time, and to be honest, I'm living the life. I'm so grateful that my kids love this sort of stuff. This is going to be a great little trip from the memory books.
Are they still up there?
Yeah. The kids are trying to ride with no hands. Milo's mastered it, and Aspen just got off right. Try again. Milo's practicing his finish for a Tour de France stage.
G, it's really lovely. It's a bit quieter further down this end of the beach, and we found a nice spot under some trees. View out of the sea. Yeah, really nice. It took, well, I don't know how many kilometres exactly because my watch only kicked in part way through, but it felt like a really easy ride. We were just saying along the way when the kids first started cycling, it would take forever. It felt like to get here, but today it kind of felt like nothing, which is really nice. And Debbie enjoyed it. She kind of chilled out and relaxed. So yeah, I think we're just going to start getting set up.
You should stop for a bit in there. Stop for a bit. Aspen was absolutely amazing at setting up the first tent, or one of the two tents. We had a practice at home the other day, which was a lot of fun. And we have brought with us a couple of inflatable mattresses, just stuff that we've had at home for people to come and stay. So we've got a double that's going into this tent that Millie and Aspen are going to stay in, and then Milo and I are going to be in the other tent. He's going to use a single, and I'm just going to sleep on the floor. We've actually got this permit, which is a free permit. We've got to be out by 9 AM tomorrow, but it's beautiful to be able to wake up with the sunrise, especially in the east over here. Hopefully it'll look really nice.
I have nominated myself to go to the Food Lagoon. I reckon it's about 10-minute bike away, maybe 8 if I cycle a little bit faster. Yeah, we're going to pick up some different things from the East Coast Food Lagoon. Always good food there. It actually is. This might be unpopular opinion. It's not one of my favourite places to get food, but we're here and we're eating it by the coast, and I think that makes it taste even better. So yeah, I'm just going to pedal through and go pick up some food while everybody else just chills in the tents for a bit. Okay, not even 10 minutes, whoop, and I'm at the Food Lagoon already. I'm gonna lock up my bike here, whoop, and yeah, go for it. It is Monday, so I think there are lots of things that are shut because it's open at the weekend, but I can see that there's loads of stuff still open as well, so yeah, I'm gonna lock the bike up. That's what you get for trying to film and get off the bike. If you don't own a bike, you can hire them at East Coast Park. They've got bikes with carriers on the back of them as well for kids, or on the front for kids. Smaller bikes, bigger bikes, bikes for older kids with stabilizers as well, which is fantastic. So one of our favorite things to do along East Coast is to cycle. The park connector makes it super easy. So I popped into the rental place and they've got like a little kiosk, so I picked up some 100+ for the kids and some snacks for later in case we feel a bit snacky because we're having dinner early. So everything's in the back. Woo. Time to eat. Hello. Yeah, you?
Good.
Nice time relaxing?
Yeah, I fell asleep. Woke myself up snoring. That was good. And then I woke up a second time because the kids are fighting, but they're okay now. So, yeah, ready for food. We just had a monkey come join us.
Oh.
But we don't have any food, or we didn't have any food. But she's just slowly looking for stuff. But yeah.
We just took Debbie on the sand, and I don't think she's a fan of it. She kind of very quickly wanted to get back to the grass. So yeah, not a fan of the sand, but we will try again another time and yeah, see if she gets a little bit more relaxed. I guess this could be a first time for her. We don't know if she's ever been to the beach before. So yeah, little steps with Debbie, but I'm so happy that we get to bring her with us.
Just been in the sea and it was really nice in the sea, but now I've come out, I'm actually freezing. which is weird because we're in this tropical island, but it's got a really cool breeze tonight, which is going to be beautiful for sleeping, but not great for when you're wet and just come out the sea. So I'm going to go get a towel on. Is that all the towels you packed?
Yeah.
Um,
2 ones.
Why did you pack such small towels?
Because I thought I needed them. Mommy said pack small ones. So I packed small ones.
How are you going to get dry?
One leg at a time.
What's the temperature like? Freezing? Just make Aspen's things an extra rinse out, so then if she wants to wear them tomorrow, she can. The shower situation's not bad here, it's pretty clean. Things are tidied pretty regularly here, which is great, and maintained well, so there are showers. Aspen said that the water is freezing, but yeah, she said it was nice to be able to rinse off. There's water fill-ups here as well, and there is like a 100+ vending machine outside that also sells mosquito repellent and tissues and things like that.
Soon after the kids were sorted, our friend Mara came and surprised us by joining us for the rest of the evening. We played cards into the night and then eventually settled down for some sleep. It is a beautiful, cool morning at East Coast Park, which is great. We've slept okay. Milo and I were up a few times in the night. We realised that we had a couple of mosquitoes in the tent, so we had to kill them before we could get back to sleep because we were being nibbled. And then he needed the toilet, and then he wanted to go and sit out in the night, and it was just nice. It was all part of the learning experience of being out and just enjoying camping. So we're a little tired, but we're fine. We've got a little ride ahead, and we've got breakfast with a good friend as well who lives really, really close to here, so looking forward to that. The N Parks asked us to have our tents packed up by 9 o'clock, which means we've got about 25 minutes to go before we pack everything. So yep, we're going to do that now. We were back on the road, and it wasn't long before we met up with Isaac and went to one of his favourite spots in the east for breakfast.
We are at Changi with Isaac as well. We've got a whole selection of breakfast that is definitely going to keep us fueled up for the day. So yep, we're going to have breakfast and then we'll be back on our way. Looking forward to what the day holds today.
Okay. Aspen just took a little tumble, but she seems to be fine, which is amazing. In the past, she would have definitely cried a lot. So we were actually more concerned that she was quiet. She hit her head, but she had a helmet on the floor. she's feeling good. Isaac just lives around the corner, so we're gonna get a little place to wash her elbow up, get a couple of band-aids on her, and then we're gonna head on with our journey. But we're very, very grateful that she's okay. That's why you wear a helmet. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people the last couple of days who've been riding around holding their helmets, but put it on your head.
That's it. You're fixed.
What did you say?
The window. Right side.
Thank you. Oh yeah, literally right there.
Yeah.
Okay, see you.
Take care.
And we're back on the road, which is nice. So yeah, it's very helpful that Isaac was able to help Aspen out. I know it's just a little graze, but it's lovely having confidence in a friend who is a paediatric nurse. So all good, we're on our way. Aspen's doing okay, and we're looking forward to heading on and showing you guys a little bit more of this path, which is beautiful, before we get to our next destination. Okay, we are riding. It is about 10 minutes past 12 and it is the heat of the day. We are feeling warm. We're getting as much shade as we can. But yeah, it's good. Fortunately, we're going at a decent pace, which means we are getting a bit of a breeze from that, but we're being very careful about the sun. We're all completely coated in sun cream, very, very hydrated. We're actually hoping to get to, in the next sort of 10 or 15 minutes, there's this really cool bathroom. I know it sounds random, but it's a cool bathroom a little bit further up on the coast where we can get a water fill up, and we're just going to rest there for a little bit, but we need to keep moving for the time being. We have just entered my favourite park connector of them all. This is the Changi Bay Park Connector, and you'll see in just a moment why I like it so much. Look at this. It's just so beautiful. It is open and peaceful, and it's just, it's incredible. Just had some dragonflies flying with me as I rode, and they were just like staying level with me for a bit, which is awesome. But yeah, I don't know why, I love this park connector. It's beautiful, the roads are super smooth. It's always really peaceful here. There's hardly anybody comes out this far, I guess. And the view's just beautiful, the sea is calm, and yeah, it just does a lot for my soul. This is another contributing factor to this being my favourite park connector of all. There is this beautiful bathroom here, which I know sounds ridiculous, but it is, and it sits right on the seafront. And then there's this boardwalk here which looks out to sea, and just the sound of the waves, the sand, the trees. There's this beautiful Changi tree over there, which again, for most people it probably doesn't mean anything, but for me there's a historic element to it. You know, this whole area used to be filled with these really, really tall Changi trees. They were cut down during World War II, and there are very few out there, and this is one Changi tree, and it's right in the middle of the sea, which is pretty cool as well. So yeah, we're just going to rest here for a little bit, recoup, and then head on.
I'm trying to take a quick
just gone
head
to
rinse.
a head rinse. Okay. You're completely
My
Okay.
sun cream's
At least you're
coming.
nice and cool now, aren't you? Okay. Are you ready to go? Is that where you've packed yourself up? I was just taking Debbie for a little walk and we just saw this beautiful hornbill in the tree, which was wonderful. We've actually just stopped off at Changi Point. Millie's gone with her bike because she's got the basket on the back where Debbie normally sits. She's gone into Changi Village to get the food. We didn't want to bring Debbie there because we're pretty sure you can't have dogs at Changi Village, and so we're just hanging out here at Changi Point. There's a guy, leaf blowing over there who you might be able to hear, and some planes landing behind me. There's a lot going on, but it's a very, other than that, a very peaceful and quiet park, which is lovely. The kids are playing some frisbee, and you've got a beautiful view of the sea as well as the ferry terminal, and yeah, it's just lovely being here.
Back with food. We were actually here last week. We stayed in a place called the House of Melissa, which is super nearby here as well. You should go and check that video out because that is what we think is one of the best unique stays in Singapore. And we're back at exactly the same table, which is really lovely actually. The crows are still here, so we've got the sound of that and the sea, planes flying over by, boats over there. It's just a really good picnic spot. We're definitely going to explore more picnic spots around Singapore, especially now with the bikes set up as they are. So yeah, we are going to eat. We've got a whole selection of things, which is why I love food courts, hawker centres. You can all just kind of get something that you want. So yeah, lunch break and then carry on.
Flip it over.
Lunch done. We've had a bit of a rest as well and a bit of a chill out, which has been lovely. And now we're heading to campsite number 2.
Wow, we have just come off the PCN to a diverted kind of temporary PCN. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, PCN is the Park Connector Network, a series of pathways across the whole country. But it's brought us over the top of this ginormous drain. I've never seen anything quite this big, and it's mad to think that when the rains come, this will fill up to 1 meter, 2 meters deep and as wide as this. I would say, for those of you who don't know Singapore and can't kind of tell what I'm looking at here, this is probably about 5-6 lanes of traffic wide, and it is a drain. Okay, we're going to continue. As we made our way to the next campsite, we were really grateful to have been able to see how the plants and trees had grown and developed since we were last here over a year ago.
Arrived. We're looking forward to getting a tent set up. We found this really good spot which is kind of nice and open. Again, another view of the sea, some more mangroves here as well, so that'll give a nice extra view. Plants and trees around here are really different as well. So yeah, we'll get set up and then we can go have a bit more of a look around the area.
How are your leggies?
Tired. Where are you, Deb? You want to come out now? Or do you want to be on? Put it back in.
So I've just laid down for a little bit because Millie has gone to go and get dinner. We debated. I think I was going to go and get it, and then she ended up getting it because her bike has got the basket on it. There's some chickens that are making some noise. Debbie looks pretty keen on chasing them, but fortunately she's got her lead on. We've attached her to the floor, but we're just relaxing. The sun is going down. Everything's super calm over here. People have kind of left the park. Aspen and Milo are at the beach. They're just hanging out, playing with each other, getting on. Well, at least they've been getting on kind of like 90% of the time. And Debbie's just chilling, staring at chickens. So looking forward to Millie coming back and having some food. But we're just loving this little trip and having a very relaxed time. That's such a great little dinner.
This is so classic.
We enjoyed a slightly healthier dinner, complete with fruit and raw vegetables. A fresh hit after 24 hours of hawker food. The rain dropped by just long enough for us to enjoy that special feeling of being in a tent, the rain pitter-pattering on the canvas. It dried up quickly enough, and our good friend Isaac came to join us for a relaxing evening of playing cards. Somehow I managed to lose every game, whereas Aspen wrangled 3 wins in a row. Just about to take a shower and spot a little friendly guy in here, so I'm not going to shower and just give you a call, but I'm going to show him to you anyway. He's enormous, so I'm going to shower him the other one so he doesn't fly at my face. Well, we've had a really lovely evening. It is not that late, probably coming up 10:15, 10:30 maybe, around there. Isaac's headed back now. It's great just to be able to spend some time with good friends, and he just took his motorbike out here and hung out with us, which is just beautiful. Milo's feeling particularly warm right now. He's gone for a cold shower after my little shower incident, or not incident, my shower friend, and Millie's already in her tent with Aspen. It's a warmer night tonight than it was at East Coast Park, and so hopefully we'll still be able to have a nice comfortable night's sleep anyway. The tides come in, you can hear the waves gently lapping up, and the cicadas in the background. It's lovely. So good night. Well, that was a strange night's sleep last night. I think it was a cooler evening, maybe, but because there was less breeze, it felt a bit more sticky than East Coast Park 2 nights ago. And everyone was more tired, and we were more restless, which was a bit strange. In the middle of the night, I heard Aspen and Millie get up and go to the bathroom. They felt that it was very still and a bit sticky, so we took off all of the outer waterproof shells of the tent, which was a really good move because that cooled the tent down, and I pretty much immediately fell asleep and slept through till about 8 o'clock this morning. It's only about 8:15 now, 8:20, and we need to pack up our stuff real soon. But it's been a really a lovely trip, despite the struggle in sleeping last night. Being able to just open the tent and we're right here. I mean, the kids are on the beach now. Millie's getting ready. It is lovely, and we love it. What have you got there?
I found probably a used shell of a horseshoe crab.
Wow.
On the beach, upside down, with seaweed on top of it. So these guys could be out in the sea somewhere.
That's amazing.
I found a huge mussel. Yeah, it's the biggest one I've seen, except for mine, of course.
Oh, Milo, it's coming out.
Good, well done. Okay, so this is the end of our trip. We've kind of packed everything up, and we thought we'd share with you some highlights and some lessons. So why don't you go, what are your highlights?
The highlights has just been being able to stay at the beach until really late, and I know you can kind of do that anyway, but then you'd have to like take a taxi or public transport home. But being able to just stay at the beach all night and just completely relax and know that you can sleep there has just been really lovely to just maximise the time that we can spend in the place that we love.
Yeah, I think my first highlight, I had a couple. The first one was when we first arrived at East Coast Park yesterday and just set up camp and then just sat down inside the tent looking out at the sea. And it was just beautiful. It was like a really, really tranquil moment for me. And then like Millie says, I think sleeping on the beach, waking up with the sea like right in front of us. Today we were, I don't know, like 10 meters away from the sea, which is just absolutely beautiful here at Pasir East Park. And the quiet of the parks, East Coast Park and Pasir East Park in the evenings has been really special too.
Yeah, definitely. Being able to bring Debbie was really nice as well. Like a definite family holiday with Debbie. She took to it all really well as well, being in the back of the bike and in the tent. So yeah, I think that was a
the
highlight,
rides, all the rides were good as well.
Yeah, really enjoyable ride.
And that one toilet. If you skip through and miss the one toilet, you need to go back and check it out. It's beautiful. Okay, what about lessons? What do you think we should do differently next time?
We definitely need to buy a fan.
Okay.
For inside the tent. And we had a quick look, Aspen and I. There's some solar powered ones which I think would be fantastic because then we can set up camp and then let it charge in the sunlight, which I think would be really helpful because obviously we don't want to keep bringing loads of power banks and things with us. But yeah, I think a fan is a definite for this to be a repeat holiday.
Yeah, I think a fan for us would have been good as well. Me and Milo in the tent, I think that would have helped us just to have a bit more of a comfortable night. I think last night after we took the rain covers off, the tents just cooled down immediately, and I pretty much slept from that moment all the way through till Aspen coming into my tent at about 8. So yeah, that was pretty good.
There's not a huge amount I would change actually. I mean, the perk of camping in Singapore is you don't have to bring loads of food and drink. It's just like 5-10 minute cycle and you're at food and drink, and then you can bring it back and just sit and eat here.
That said, there's one more thing I'd do that I'd recommend for everybody if you're doing it. We've camped in this beautiful, beautiful spot, Pasir East Park, but there's barbecue pits just over there, and we could so easily have done that, but we would have had to bring it all, which I think is the downside. I think if we were able to, I don't know. Next time we camp, we invite friends, they bring the barbecue stuff. Oh, that sounds perfect. Then we can barbecue, and then we can sleep here. You hear that, guys? We're coming at you. So yeah, we've loved it. I hope you've enjoyed it too. It's been a really, really beautiful time for us. A final highlight for me was just right at the start. I think I said it at the beginning of the video. Just being able to ride with the kids now that they're older as well. Before was great already, but now it's like we're really together on this. We're not bringing them on a trip. We're all going on the trip together, and I think that's been really special for me. So stick at it, people. As your kids get older, don't let them just get attached to the screens. Otherwise they're going to miss out on these really, really beautiful times like this. Yeah, and if you don't know about cycling or what to look for a bike, drop us a message, and we can give you some tips of what to look for. We got some bikes from Carousel before and things like that. So if you want to know what you're looking out for when you're buying a bike, just drop us a message and we'll be happy to help so that you can get on your way pedaling as well. And Decathlon, if you want to collaborate with us, please let us know. Please let us know. We already own everything in your shop, so... Okay, that's enough for now. We've got some lovely little things for you to check out over the next few weeks. Stay tuned. Subscribe. Yeah, subscribe, like, share. We'd appreciate it heaps. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye.